Grace and peace to you, Forest Hill family, and happy Black History Month. I was honored to be invited to Union Presbyterian Seminary today to play congas with the choir for their chapel service as they kicked off a Black History Month chapel series celebrating the impact and echo of Black voices in the church. I was reminded of the impact and echo of one of my professors while I was there, the Reverend Dr. Katie Geneva Cannon, who in 1974 became the first African American woman ordained into the Presbyterian Church. She was a phenomenal teacher, and I was very fortunate to get to have her not only for Christian social ethics, but also a class on womanist ethics that she taught while I was there. She had an exercise that she would do with us that I really, really liked, and I wanted to pass on to you. It's essentially an exercise of developing a working vocabulary of the terms we use to describe our faith, our relationship with God, our role in the church and in society, that we understood those terms and what they meant and could use them in meaningful ways in our own dialogue. I often get the sense that people talk about their faith and they use the kind of standard vocabulary that the church has been given throughout the eons, passed down kind of traditionally. Words like grace and faith and hope and love and God and Christ. All of these words that carry so much meaning and importance for us, but have you ever sat down and really thought about what those words mean, what value they hold? And that's what this particular exercise does that I really love, is she not only saying, okay, just write a definition, but in a very specific way, wanting a what is it, how does it do that, and why does it do that? So, for instance, it would be, here's what it is by accomplishing this in order to accomplish this. Like my definition of justice from March 7th, 2012 is what the faithful work of the people of God, how that uses love and nonviolence to counteract the societal impacts of sin. Why? In order that the oppressed and the oppressor, through reconciliation, might both be freed to walk humbly with their God. So that kind of framework for writing a definition really gives you a kind of rich diving into what these terms mean. And I invite you to practice that. What is your definition of faith? What is faith? How does it function? And why? Why do we practice it? In order to accomplish what? Or here at the beginning of Black History Month, how would you define race? What is it? How does it function? And in order to accomplish what? Why do we define it? Or even more difficult, to come up with a working definition of whiteness or blackness. Those might be a little bit more difficult to define, but I think equally important to understand both the ways that we use those terms, the ways that our society uses those terms, and the potential that the words we use have to bring meaning and value to the work we do in serving God. So I invite you to pick a few terms, pick a few words that are meaningful and important to you as Christians, and to try and answer the what, how, and why of those terms, to give you an even stronger understanding of the power and meaning behind them. Anyhow, I hope you have a blessed week. I look forward to worshiping with you all on Sunday. God be with you till we meet again.